Alright you guys, so what's up? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're not going to use a script or anything like that. I'm just going to give my opinion on, Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. As we know, they re-released Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, a lot of people were on the fence, at the beginning, because it was like, well, is it a money grab from Rockstar? We want GTA 6 or we want some new projects or something like that. And then there was, the few that, or on the other side of the coin, where they were like, you know what, it'd be nice to revisit these older games, these nostalgic games and things like that. Especially because Rockstar said that they were going to be integrating GTA 5 sort of like physics, or it was going to kind of feel like GTA 5 in the sense maybe like combat or shooting or things like that. But one thing I will say from my personal experience with the game is that GTA 3 in particular it hasn't been very good so far. It's crashed, as you guys know, by other online publications, things like that. GTA 3 has crashed a lot, and they even removed the definitive edition off of Steam for a bit. Because it was just having so many complaints, and the meta score for it was like 0.6. Like it's been rough. You know what I mean? It's definitely been rough. It hasn't been a smooth transition like I think Rockstar thought. And the sad thing about it is that I was a fan of the game. I was a fan of the definitive edition. I wanted it. I wanted it. I was one of the ones that was like, you know what? This looks like something I can enjoy, something I would have fun with. But I'm not kidding you. Obviously, you guys know I have a YouTube channel. I make gameplays, and I was looking forward to doing a gameplay on GTA 3 and Vice City because those were my favorite GTAs growing up. Vice City and GTA 3 were my absolute favorite. Well, what I come to realize is that I've struggled. I've had difficulties, even turning the game on to play it. I had forced myself. I even deleted my second episode for GTA Vice City, and I believe that I won't be doing any more episodes on the game. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Now, the graphics is one of the things where a lot of people didn't like and things like that because it looked like The Simpsons or something like that. At least that's what I said. But I enjoyed the graphics. I thought the graphics were kind of good, a little polished. You could tell the faces, you can tell their hands, you can tell the colors and the backgrounds. That looks really good. And I think it kind of keeps the same sort of momentum, or not momentum, sorry. It keeps the same vibe that it did back in the day. I especially love Vice City. I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous. The lighting. This little boulevard here is gorgeous. So you see me here messing around with the little motorcycle, but overall the physics weren't as good as I thought. I thought it would feel like GTA 5, but look like the classic games. And one of the things that I've had an issue with is the killing, the shooting. I've done missions. I did a mission in Vice City on golfing, right? On golfing. And you have to go to this little golf place and kill this guy. I kid you not. It took me 10 damn minutes just to freaking kill him, because I was trying to get him around. I was like chasing him. And I kept trying to swing because I ran out of bullets, and I couldn't kill him for the life of me. I would run like that and then throw a punch and miss because it doesn't connect. It would like stop my player. And those are just little things that that I don't think personally they should be there. I think that if you're running against to try to kill somebody, run and hit and you'll be able to hit them. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit angry even just thinking about it, but I was a supporter of the games as they came out. I mean, I bought them. I was looking forward to them. But the more that I played, it's fun. Sure, it gets you some laughs. The way that some of the players, when you run somebody over or when you hit them with a bat and stuff, they react like back in the day. But it's not, I don't know, polished enough? Is that the word that I want to use? It's not polished enough in my opinion. Especially if it's crashing in GTA 3. My goodness, I was scared to record because it would crash and it would crash and it would crash. I couldn't record in peace. You know what I mean? So how am I gonna get a good experience like that? I paid $60 for it. I want a good experience. Mind you, I'm playing on the PlayStation 5, right? And it was crashing, and it's disappointing. I mean, look at the gunplay. Right? I mean, when it connects good, but even it feels a little wacky. Which, okay, you're like, well, that's how it used to feel back in the day. But I think we were promised something a little bit different. And then you have the people who are gonna be like, well, I told you so. The people that didn't buy into it and things like that. So my question is, is it like, was this truly a money grab from Rockstar? Did they be like, were they like, you know what, let's cash in on the nostalgia right now, it's popping, you know, you have almost like Toby and Andrew coming back from Spider-Man, possibly you have you know, all this thing that are just coming in nostalgia. Everybody loves it, right? You're trying to dress like the 90s or the early 2000s, things like that. So it's like, well, we'll cash in also on, you know, a couple years back where we had the trilogy, and let's bring it back, and you know, and people buy it, and it worked. You know, it worked. At the end of the day, it worked, and a lot of people bought it. Would I recommend the game? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If you love the classics and you want to experience them again with, I mean, just a little bit better graphics and things like that, okay, fine. But it's not exactly what was promised, and I think you should wait a little bit, maybe try to get it on offer or on a deal later on. Maybe when they patch the game up a little bit and fix the crashing and things like that. It's just, it was an overall disappointment for me. I mean, it was terrible. And I barely got it. I mean, San Andreas seems to be the most polished one out of all of them. GTA 3 seems to be the one that got the least amount of care, because it was just it was crazy sometimes, man. And still, when I fail a mission, right, if I'm in the middle of a mission and I'm almost at the end and I fail it because I died or something, it doesn't leave me like at a checkpoint, like, okay, you're halfway through the mission, so we'll leave you halfway. No, it restarts you all the way from the beginning, and you have to drive to the location, and it's just a mess. You know, I would think that kind of stuff would have been fixed, you know what I mean? But it was a mess. What else? I mean, honestly, I don't even have a script for this, guys. Usually I have a script and things like that, but I just don't. Don't waste your time. I mean, don't waste your time. Don't waste your money on this game. Watch the gameplays online from somebody if that's what you want to do, and then later on, a couple months down the road, you know, 5-6 months down the road, buy the game on a deal. You know, because it's gonna be on a deal. You know, or buy it secondhand. You know, if somebody doesn't want it anymore, check out Facebook Marketplace or one of those sites. You know, because I do not think this game. I don't think you guys should waste your money on this game, which sucks to say, because, you know, I do love the trilogy, you know, and will I come back to the games later? Maybe, possibly, just to kind of get a little, you know, maybe I'll have a little itch, but it's definitely not gonna be a game that I'm gonna sit through and play all of them again, which is disappointing. What else could I say? You know, that's honestly it. You know, that's honestly it. It was just. I want you guys to realize, though, this is my opinion, right? This whole thing is my opinion. So if you love it and you think the game's fine and it hasn't crashed for you, wonderful. And I that's great. You know, good for you. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you play the shit out of it. Because I know for some people it's their money's worth. You know, you're having hell of a time. You know, a lot of fun. But I think for the most part, most people aren't enjoying it, and most people aren't convinced. I do believe that Rockstar. You know, I hope they're working on GTA 6. I really do. You know, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's been, you know, 2013 was, you know, it's about to be almost 10 years. You know, we're 8 years with GTA 5, and you want to see some progress. You want to see something. So hopefully they are working on that, and they give us a good experience, because this just seems like I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess, and they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing releasing this, and they did it, and some of us bought into it. I was one of the idiots, I guess, that bought into it, and this is where I'm at. I can't even finish the game on the channel. I'm gonna cancel the Let's Play for GTA 3 and GTA Vice City. You know, it sucks for me to say that, but I am. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I mean, I didn't go crazy ranting and cussing and things like that, but you know, it's just, I'm giving my opinion. I hope you guys consider it. I hope you guys let me know what you guys think. If you bought it, what do you think? Are you loving it? Is it awesome, or do you hate it? Do you agree with me? Just kind of let me know where your thoughts are. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I will catch you in the next one, guys. I will catch you in the next one. In about 2 weeks, I think I have a Cyberpunk Let's Talk About It. Did it fail? So if you guys want to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'll leave it here, you guys. Grand Theft Auto, the definitive edition, in my opinion, was a damn bust. I didn't enjoy it. It seemed like it was a mess from the get-go, and I wish more love would have been put into these beautiful games that we grew up with. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next video.